Yo, yo, what up, YouTube? This your boy T Dub, Mr. What's Blazing in Sports. Mr. I'm back at it like a crack at it, giving you boxing geekers this work. What's going on with you guys? Um, saw a couple videos, been thinking about this for a little minute. I got a little bit time, stepped away from the desk in this crazy busy time that I'm in right now. And I want to give you guys a live video. This is probably going to be my 15 minutes or less where I give you my very best. So let's go and get it, guys. Let's talk about it. Devin Haney, right? Undisputed, no unified, no single, undisputed champion, lightweight champion of the world, guys. He is returning back to action in October. And now here is issue, or maybe it's not even an issue, and that all depends on what's in the contract, right? What's in the contract? Devin Haney beat Kambosos, went over to Australia, damn near did a fight without his dad to fight George Kambosos in practically his own backyard, and he won, right? He didn't just win in an exciting fight. It was a lopsided fight. You know, it's like putting grandma mashed potatoes on one of those thin ass paper plates. It's just gonna fold in the middle and probably fall out your hand before you get to the plate. And he beat him. But here's the thing, here's the issue, right? Kambosos made it very clear that he wanted rematch. Now, I don't believe many people want to see the rematch. Many people don't believe there's going to be a difference in the rematch. They don't. But what's in the contract? What's in writing? What's in black and white? That's what's really going to matter. And is there a loophole? Guys, the one thing about these contracts, sometimes if you don't watch how it worded, there could be loopholes to either get out the fight completely or you give you a little bit more leverage and bargain rights to determine where it may be at and things like that. Now, the first fight is in Australia. From what I heard doing for the first contract, I have not seen it. So please don't hold it against me. I have not seen it. Is that Devin Haney had to pretty much, take one of, a very bad deal for what was at stake. Now, I don't know for sure. I'm just saying this is words, right? It's just a rumor that I'm not trying to say is 100% fact. I'm calling the rumor that he took a bet, he took a deal, he took less money. He had to sign a rematch. The rematch has to be in Australia. Pretty much just giving Kambosos his way to get a shot at all those titles. And what we found out that I thought was interesting as well is that Devin Haney must have applied for that WBC franchise title. He made it very clear in multiple videos, I have everything. The franchise title, the WBA, the Super WBA, not to be confused, WBO, IBF, he has it all, right? And I really believe this was probably triggered because how Mauricio responded to Devin Haney in a video interview that he did, to where he was like, oh, my young champion doesn't want the franchise title. Perfect, because you have to request it to get it. To me, it almost sounds like you really don't want me to have it, and if I don't request it, it's going to work out better for you because you can give it to who you want to give it to, and you won't be put in the spot to turn me down if I did request it, and how would it look on you? But from what I can gather and comprehend myself, not being told by anyone, is that he must have requested to have the franchise title, I guess, so there can be no debate. He is numero uno. He is number one. He's all the champions that can really be a champion at the lightweight division. But now, back to the dilemma we was talking about, was and is to fight Kambosos in a rematch or to fight no mas Lomachenko. Now, many people, including myself, I love to see him fight Lomachenko. I love to see them boxing skills on display against Lobo. Oh, I am telling you right now, that would be a much better fight. a much competitive fight than George Kambosos versus Devin Haney. Listen. I can't wait to see it. I think both guys going to get hit, and I just want to see who the winner going to be. I'm not going to give you a prediction right now because there's no need to give you a prediction. There's no fight because what's in the contract? What's in the contract? What's in the contract? If that contract is tight, Kambosos is going to get a rematch. And I cannot argue with him getting his rematch. Because when Deontay Wilder wanted to fight Tyson Fury in his third fight, I was all for Deontay Wilder getting his rematch. It was in contract. Get this man his fight because it's in contract. Give it to him. And I still roll with the Bronze Bomber. And if the deal that Haney signed is that he got to fight Kambosos, that might just be what he might have to do next. Now, I hope. Now, this is where just hope come in. Hope don't mean nothing. Hope is about as good as an if sometime, right? If we had it, hope he had it. I hope there's some wiggle room that he can mess with the money a little more, mess with one of the locations a little more, something that he can do to give him a little more control instead of going right back over there in the same predicted fighting the same person for, whatever it is. But listen, I'm not a money man. That's not my money. I can't count nobody else's money. They do what they want. Both of them guys are fighting for something that I probably would never see. Millions and millions. Oh, my boy in the building. What's up, American Path to Travel? He said, hey, what's going on with your champ? Salute. Yeah, I decided to do just a quick live. Like I said, I work so much these days. It is crazy. Just had a meeting on how they're going to add 2 more hours to my day. It's crazy. But I want to talk about this, and I got some more videos I want to do. This is probably going to be like my 15 minutes or less. Some of you guys are with me probably about 2-3 years now. I used to do something called 15 minutes or less, where I come on my break, I go live, I talk my talk, I get that subject off my chest, and I come back when I can come back again. So, with this fight, Devin Haney versus Lomachenko, if that can happen next, I want it. If that can happen next. But I'm telling you, it's not going to be easy because Kambosos can try and possibly take Devin Haney to court like Deontay Wilder had to take Tyson Fury to court. Even though the outcome of Haney versus Kambosos is most likely going to be the same outcome, which is a reason why he really wanted that rematch clause. He knew in his heart that he stood a good chance of getting beat by Haney. He knew it. That's how come he came out. Listen, that is the direct definition of 15 minutes of fame. He lived that 15 minutes of fame to the max. Think about it. I'm the emperor. I'm this. I beat this guy. I'm the emperor. You this, right? He come out doing all this big dog talking. He lives it up. He had his 15 minutes. He had it. And he's going to get another shot at it. Possibly. Going to get another shot at it, maybe. But listen, if there's some kind of way that Haney can get out of it and fight Lomachenko, I think that's going to be the more competitive fight. I think majority of people had Devin Haney beating Kambosos on the predictions in the first fight, even though the Emperor was the unified / undisputed champion, the WBC champ at the time. He was the heavily favored. I think when he fight Lomachenko, I think those odds are going to be a little bit more even. I think those odds are going to be a little bit more even. Some of them might have this as a 50-50. And some people might even have this as a slight favor either way. Now, Lomachenko has not been into boxing action, but he has definitely been into action, fighting for what he believes in, for his country and what his country is going through. But when he come back to fighting, he's probably going to have a big chip on his shoulder, because he's fighting for more than his country, and he's trying to take something back to give them hope, and he's hoping he can take that back by swinging the left and right at the current undisputed champion. Hit that like, General from Panama. Hold on, you from Panama? What's up, Chimp? Hold on, who's from Panama? I used to have a friend that was from Panama. I think his first language was Spanish, and I went to college with him. And he told me that when he came over here with the college, he didn't even learn how to speak. He didn't know how to speak English. He learned how to speak English from the girls, which means without even being able to speak English, he was pulling girls and they taught him how to speak English. I mean, I said English. But let me get my butt out of here, guys. This is my 15 minutes. Let's give you my very best. I'm gonna go back in, clock in, but it's so many videos. I missed one yesterday that I want to talk about. Which one was that? Think. I know I want to get on Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford. That's always a good one. Nothing has been set up for sure. And I think I want to talk about Derek Chisora wanting to fight Deontay Wilder. Talk about that. Maybe give you guys some more heavyweight boxing news. But remember, guys, on this video, if you have a topic that you feel that you might want me to talk about next, leave it in the comment section. Let me know. So when I get to it and I'm looking for some work, that could be possibly the next video. But until next time, as always, he says, no, there was a general named, okay. He was talking, oh, yeah, talking trash just like Kambosos. Okay. he said, like the little general for Panama. Okay. I'm sorry, man. I'm out here, I'm walking outside and it's very bright in St. Louis and the light is very dim on my phone probably because of the brightness. But yeah, man, Kambosos talking about all that emperor talk, But listen, we knew once he won, he was starting to backpedal, and I don't know what he can change. We're going to find out. The only thing I can think that he's going to change in the next fight is try to be more aggressive, and that could work in his favor, or I can get him clocked. Let's find out. And as always, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, sharing is caring. Here is what's blazing in sports.